Hello, Class 4-1, Orange Group. Mr. Waterman here, today with the final language arts lesson of the semester. Congratulations! It is Friday, July 22nd, 2022. I hope everyone is safe and well. For the last lesson of the day, I'm going to just do a grammar lesson with you. I'm going to review the answers from the activities we completed yesterday on pages 53 and 54. After that, I will go over the directions to the test on pages 55 and 56. Okay? So yesterday, on page 53, we learned to capitalize the first and last words and all important words in the titles of books and newspapers. We learned to underline titles of books, newspapers, magazines, and TV series. We learned to put quotation marks around the titles of short stories, articles, songs, poems, and book chapters. Finally, we learned to remember to use apostrophes to form possessive nouns. Okay? So just taking a look here, a few things I just need to polish up. Okay. So what we're looking at today, we're looking at all of the answers. Put my full stops in here. Looking at all the answers here for the activities that we had yesterday. So I'm just trying to polish things up a bit before I go over the answers for you. Okay. There we go. All right. So we did numbers 1 and 2 together. Let's look at number 3. It should read, I learned about Thomas Edison and Louis Latimer from an article called Great American Inventors of the Past. Okay? Notice here how I haven't underlined it, because we need to underline titles of books, newspapers, magazines, and TV series. For number 4, it says the article was published in the magazine Science for Kids. We'll underline Science for Kids because that's the title of the magazine. For number 5, it says, my friend is writing a short story titled The Amazing Mind of Louis Latimer. Notice all of the letters that are capitalized, and notice where I have put the quotation marks. Finally, for number 6, it says he hopes to get the story published in his local newspaper, the Miami Herald. So I'm just going to put, I don't need those there. I'm going to underline the Miami Herald, as that was the title of the newspaper. Okay? Once you finish checking everything on page 53, please continue, and let's check the answers on page 54. Quite a long paragraph here. Okay, so I will just read the paragraph and go over the changes we've made. So it says, I found a Kimmy Gibson's book, Louis Howard Latimer, An Inventive Mind, very interesting. Latimer, an African-American inventor, was born in the mid-1800s. He made drawings of other inventors' creations. So we are talking about more than one inventors. So that's plural, we need to put the apostrophe after the S. So he made drawings of other inventors' creations which were used to apply for patents. Latimer's own ideas for inventions began to unfold. So we are talking about Lewis Howard Latimer's ideas, he being one person. We put an apostrophe and an S. After that, we said he helped improve the lavatories on trains and assisted with Alexander Graham Bell's invention of the telephone. I need to put an apostrophe S after Alexander Graham Bell's name, since he invented the telephone. While working for the U.S. Electric Lighting Company, he found a way to protect light bulbs' filaments. Talking about more than light bulb, it's S apostrophe. So he found a way to protect light bulbs' filaments so they would not burn out quickly. This was a great improvement to Thomas Edison's light bulb, an apostrophe S for Thomas Edison's light bulb. Finally, Gibson's biography of Latimer is an informative one. When you're done checking answers here, please turn the page over to page 55. And this is where we are going to take the test for singular and plural possessive nouns, starting on page 55. We have two parts, part A and part B. Please listen to me as I read the directions for part A. Part A says, choose the correct singular possessive form to complete each sentence. Listen as I read the 4 sentences. 1. Blank invention changed the world. Is it A, Edison's, B, Edison apostrophe, C, Edison's apostrophe S, D, Edison's S apostrophe? 2. The blank effect was devastating. Is it A, fire, apostrophe, B, fires, apostrophe S, C, fires, S apostrophe, D, fires? 3. The ocean's temperature is warmer in some places. Is it A, oceans, B, oceans, S apostrophe, C, ocean, D, oceans, apostrophe S? D. The blank laughter lasted a long time. Is it A, kings, apostrophe S, B, kings, C, kings, S apostrophe, D, king? For part B, it says to choose the correct plural possessive form to complete each sentence. Please listen as I read the sentence. Now we're looking at plural possessive form. These blank inventions were amazing. Is it A, people, B, peoples, C, peoples, S apostrophe, D, peoples, apostrophe S? Number 6. African American blank right to take out patents was recognized after the Civil War. Is it A, inventors, B, inventors, apostrophe S, C, inventors, S apostrophe, or D, inventor with an apostrophe? Number 7. The blank efforts led to a new creation. Is it A, worker, B, workers, S apostrophe, C, workers, or D, workers, apostrophe S? Number 8. The blank amazement showed on their faces. Is it A, child's, S apostrophe, B, children's, S apostrophe, C, children's, apostrophe S, or is it D, just children's? Number 9. All of the books covers were torn. Is it A, books, B, books, S apostrophe, C, books, apostrophe S, D, book? Number 10. The blank purposes must be made clearer. Is it A, experiments, B, experiments, apostrophe S, C, experiment with an apostrophe at the end, or D, experiments, S apostrophe? Let's look at number 1 together. Number 1. Edison's invention changed the world. This should be Edison's, C, Edison apostrophe S, capital E for his name. Okay, so make sure you circle it and write it in the blank. Now let's look at number 5. These people's inventions were amazing. Now remember, people is a special one. We're going to go with D. P-E-O-P-L-E apostrophe S. Okay? So please remember to circle each letter and then write it correctly in the blank. When you're finished with the other 8, please turn to page 56. Now for the last part of the test, please remember, a singular possessive noun is a singular noun that shows ownership. A plural possessive noun is a plural noun that shows ownership. And remember, you can go back and look at your notes before that we made when we talked about this. Okay? starting on page 51. Okay. Also remember the mechanics. Point 1. Add an apostrophe and s to a singular noun to make it possessive. Point 2. Add an apostrophe to make most plural nouns possessive. Point 3. Add an apostrophe and s to form the possessive of plural nouns that do not end in s. For the directions, it says, read the sentences below. Make each underlined noun possessive. Listen as I read each sentence. Number 1. What do you know about electricity effects? 2. Engineers' jobs are very challenging. 3. That light bulb filament is burned out. 4. Find the book place on the shelf. 5. The eyeglasses lenses are scratched. 6. Those people help is very important. 7. The electrical charges power is strong. 8. Don't forget those libraries rules. 9. These doctors' experiments worked well. Let's do a few together. Number 1. What do you know about electricity's effects? We need an apostrophe and an S. Let's write it correctly on the line. ELECTRICITY apostrophe S. Number 2. Engineers' jobs are very challenging. So engineers is already plural. We'll put the S, or put the apostrophe after the S. So remember capital E here to start, since engineers is at the beginning of the sentence. Capital E, N, G, I, N, E, E, R, S, apostrophe. We'll do one more. That light bulb's filament is burned out. That's not good. It's not working. Bulbs. We're talking about one bulb. The hint is the word that. That light bulbs. B-U-L-B apostrophe S. And then we will write it again on the lines. Now when you finish, please check your answers carefully on pages 55 and 56. Now, those of you who were at school and who took your grammar workbooks home, please do not work ahead in the grammar workbooks. Do not do any of these other pages. Remember, I did not assign summer vacation homework, so these workbooks are not for you to finish and complete. If I see that you have completed the entire workbook before coming back to school, I will have to make a copy and give you another one. Okay? We only have a few more pages to go, and then we will start the next grammar workbook, part 2. We will start that when we are back in school in September. Okay? Or the end of August. I keep saying September. That's American schools. Okay. Until then, Please review all of the points we have done all throughout the current semester. And if you have any questions about today's assignments, feel free to send me a message through email or on Class Dojo. Until then, take care, everyone. Be safe, stay well. Thank you for working hard this semester. I'm looking forward to seeing you all at the start of the next semester at the end of August. And if you are traveling anywhere, please take good care of yourselves and take good care of your families, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye for now, and see you soon.